Trump re-election, impact on Project 2025 and veteran benefits. Welcome to the Veteran Channel's exploration of how a potential Trump re-election could shape Project 2025 and veteran benefits. Project 2025, developed by conservative groups, outlines a policy roadmap for the next conservative administration. We'll examine how Trump's previous policies and approach to federal spending, regulation, and the VA might influence the implementation of Project 2025, and what this could mean for veterans' healthcare, financial support, and long-term security. By Nick Kalos. Understanding Trump's policies and Project 2025. Trump's past administration focused on deregulation, restructuring federal agencies, and prioritizing military spending. Project 2025 aligns with these ideas, suggesting Trump could use this roadmap to rapidly implement conservative reforms. The potential goals include reducing government size, increasing private sector involvement, and modifying entitlement programs. 1. Trump's focus on reducing government regulations. 2. Efforts to streamline and reorganize federal agencies. 3. Prioritization of defense budgets and military support. Veteran health care. Privatization of VA services. Trump supported initiatives like the VA Mission Act, allowing more veterans to seek private healthcare options. Project 2025 could lead to an even larger role for private healthcare in VA operations. Under Trump's leadership, we could see an expanded shift toward privatized services, aiming to improve efficiency, but potentially reducing funding for VA-run hospitals and clinics. Veterans may have more choices, but could face challenges if private providers are not fully integrated into the VA's system. Virginia Mission Act privatization goals potential challenges. Expanded access to private healthcare for veterans. Potential increase in private sector involvement in VA services. Integration issues between private providers and VA system. Mental health support and PTSD programs. Trump's previous administration prioritized mental health by dedicating resources to PTSD support, suicide prevention, and addiction recovery programs. A Trump-led Project 2025 could mean more emphasis on these areas, but potentially with private sector partnerships. This might make mental health services more accessible, but could also mean variations in care quality depending on the provider. PTSD support continued focus on programs for veterans with PTSD. Suicide prevention expanded initiatives to reduce veteran suicide rates. Addiction recovery enhanced programs for substance abuse treatment. Private partnerships potential increase in private sector mental health services. Challenges for rural veterans. While private healthcare options might improve access in urban areas, veterans in rural areas could face limited options. Trump's policies in Project 2025 would need to address these unique needs, ensuring that rural veterans don't experience reduced service quality or access. The challenge lies in balancing privatization efforts with the need to maintain comprehensive care for veterans in less populated regions. Rural VA facilities, existing VA clinics, serving rural communities. Telemedicine solutions, potential expansion of remote healthcare services. Mobile healthcare, possible increase in mobile medical services for rural veterans. Financial benefits and disability compensation. Trump has a history of supporting veteran benefits, yet Project 2025 FEAT's emphasis on reducing federal spending could affect certain benefits over time. Trump's administration upheld disability benefits and pursued expedited processes for veterans facing severe disabilities. However, Project 2025's budgetary focus might lead to a reevaluation of how disability benefits are allocated. With Trump's business-oriented approach, there might be discussions about efficiency, but it's essential that these conversations don't lead to reduced benefits or more restrictive eligibility requirements for veterans with disabilities. 123. Current benefits, existing disability compensation structure. Efficiency review, potential reevaluation of benefit allocation. Eligibility concerns, possible changes to qualification requirements. Special monthly compensation and cost of living adjustments. SMC, which provides additional support to veterans with severe disabilities, could be a target for privatization if Trump follows Project 2025 FEAT's agenda closely. While Trump has historically supported financial assistance programs for veterans, Project 2025's lean approach to federal expenditures might introduce changes to SMC requirements or payout levels. Regarding cost of living adjustments, Trump previously supported adjustments that helped veterans keep pace with inflation. Under Project 2025, COLA may continue, but changes in its structure or calculation could occur, impacting how much veterans receive. Benefit current status potential change. SMC, additional support for severe disabilities. Possible privatization or restructuring. COLA, annual adjustments for inflation, potential changes in calculation. Method, GI Bill and education benefits. Trump previously supported the GI Bill and even signed the Forever GI Bill, which expanded educational benefits for veterans. However, Project 2025 suggests reducing federal influence over education, which could impact programs administered under federal agencies. Under Trump, we might see a continued commitment to the GI Bill. but changes in educational policies could mean adjustments to funding levels or program administration. Veterans seeking traditional higher education might experience changes to tuition assistance or eligibility. Higher education potential changes to university tuition assistance. GI Bill possible adjustments to GI Bill administration. Funding potential shifts in education benefit funding levels. Vocational training emphasis. Trump's administration emphasized workforce readiness, creating programs that connected veterans to jobs in high-demand industries. Project 2025 could further emphasize this direction, possibly redirecting funds from traditional education toward vocational training. Veterans seeking technical skills might benefit, but those pursuing higher education could experience changes to tuition assistance or eligibility. This shift could lead to a stronger focus on job-specific training programs and partnerships with industries seeking skilled workers. 1. Increased collaboration with high-demand sectors for job placement. 2. Greater emphasis on technical and vocational skills development. 3. Potential shift of resources from traditional education to vocational programs. Federal Education Department restructuring. Project 2025 suggests reducing or even eliminating the Department of Education, potentially affecting federally administered educational benefits. Veterans may see changes in how education benefits are processed or the level of oversight provided, impacting how easily they can access their benefits. This restructuring could lead to a decentralization of education benefit administration, potentially shifting responsibilities to state-level agencies or other federal departments. 1, 2, 3. Current structure: Department of Education oversees federal education benefits. Proposed changes: potential reduction or elimination of Department of Education. Future administration: possible shift to state-level or other federal agencies. Mental health and support services. Mental health support was a priority under Trump, with several initiatives targeting veteran suicide and PTSD. Project 2025 may continue some of these efforts, particularly by integrating private sector support. Trump's administration worked to bolster mental health resources for veterans. Project 2025 could mean increased funding for mental health, but with private sector involvement, potentially changing the structure of available resources. Veterans might benefit from expanded resources, but they could experience differences in care, depending on their location, or the availability of qualified providers. Private sector integration, resource expansion, care variability, increased involvement of private mental health providers in veteran care, potential increase in mental health funding and services, possible differences in care quality and access based on location, housing assistance and VA home loans. Housing has been a priority for Trump, who supported programs like HUD-VASH to reduce veteran homelessness. Project 2025 may bring some adjustments, especially in how housing assistance is structured. Trump's administration supported partnerships between the VA and HUD, reducing veteran homelessness. Project 2025's budgetary goals might change how these funds are allocated, potentially impacting the availability of housing vouchers. Veterans reliant on HUD-VASH support might experience shifts in voucher amounts or program requirements. HUD-VASH program. Potential changes to housing voucher availability and amounts. VA home loans. Possible modifications to loan limits, interest rates, or eligibility. Homelessness reduction. Continued focus on reducing veteran homelessness through various initiatives. Private sector role. Potential increase in private sector involvement in veteran housing solutions. Veteran employment and federal workforce goals. Trump's previous term saw a focus on veteran employment, including job training programs and partnerships with private companies. Project 2025's goals for federal workforce restructuring may impact veteran employment options. Trump promoted job placement programs for veterans, particularly in the private sector. Project 2025's emphasis on reducing government size could see expanded private partnerships for veteran employment. Veterans might gain more access to private sector jobs, but changes in federal employment programs could impact those who rely on government positions or federally supported job training. Private sector focus. 1. Federal workforce reduction. 2. Job training shifts. 3. Staying informed and prepared for changes. In conclusion, Trump's policies in Project 2025 could bring significant changes to veteran healthcare, financial benefits, housing support, and more. While there are opportunities for enhanced private sector involvement and potentially streamlined services, veterans should stay vigilant about potential shifts that could affect their access to essential benefits. To stay informed, engage with veteran service organizations, consult with a veteran service officer, and prepare financially for potential adjustments. By staying informed and proactive, veterans can better navigate any changes that may come with a potential Trump re-election and the implementation of Project 2025. Stay informed regularly. Check for updates on veteran policies and benefits. Engage with VSOs. Participate in veteran service organizations for support and information. Financial planning. Prepare for potential changes by creating a long-term financial plan.